Hi, welcome to our channel. If you're new, a little bit about myself. I am married and we have 4 biological daughters, and then we decided to adopt from China. And I'm here today to talk a little bit about 5 things that we did not expect about our China adoption and how we also overcame those things. The first thing is rejection. We read tons of books, we watched tons of videos, and nothing can prepare you for how you feel when you first bring an adopted child into your home and you feel rejected. And it's normal to feel that way, but our daughter Maya, when she first came to us, was very independent and she did a lot of things on her own. And when I would try to help her, or my husband would try to help her, she would push us away a little bit. And even at night, when we would put her to sleep, we would want to lay by her and she would kind of push us away a little bit. And I think it's just about building trust. And we were new to her, we were strangers, and it was going to take some time for her to realize that we're her family and that we're here to help her. So different things that we did to help with the rejection and to help her to build trust in us was we did some things alone with her. We went out and we bought some toys with her. We read her stories, and gradually we would hold her on our lap and pick her up and hug her. And she would, after time, about 2 months, realize that we love her and we're here and we're going to help her. So the second thing I want to talk about is bonding. Bonding was huge. In the beginning, like I said, she was really independent and she didn't want us to pick her up and carry her. She ran all over by herself, and when she fell, she would just sit there and cry, and I would try to pick her up, or at night I wanted to lay by her and I would kiss her goodnight, and I could feel how uncomfortable she felt. And I think it was just the environment she came from. But she is doing great now. We're home almost 2 years. And after about 5 months, she would lay next to us at night, say her prayers, talk to us, give us kisses goodnight. So it takes time. I think it's just work. And after time, you build that bond and she learns to trust you. The third thing I want to talk about is personality. We did not expect the personality we got. You get matched up with a child from your agency and you see a picture, and the personality that we thought we were getting was shy and introverted, and Maya is anything but either one of those things. She is so outgoing, she's so friendly, she laughs, she plays. And it's hard because it's not what you anticipate, but it's so great to go along with it. And she's still like that. 2 years later, she's even more outgoing and she's funny and she loves to play with her sisters. So sometimes you see a picture and you expect one type of child and you get a different one, and it's really great to see how they adjust. The fourth thing is dividing time between your children. We have 5 now, and when we first brought Maya home, we wanted to pay so much attention to her because she was new, and we wanted her to adjust, and we wanted to focus on her. But at the same time, your agency doesn't know when you're going to be matched up. So we were matched up in May or April. And our other kids were in soccer and in school and in gymnastics, and they still needed a lot of time and they needed a lot of help. And at the same time, we're trying to pay attention to the new child that's in the home. So dividing it up was really challenging. And even though you read about it in books and you hear about it in videos, actually doing it I found very challenging. But after time, when Maya became a natural part of our family, and I spoke to my other kids about it, you learn how to cope and to deal with one more child in the home, and it becomes easier after time. The last thing that we did not expect about adopting from China is how my other children actually felt. And this is really interesting because you're so in tune with the child that you're bringing home that sometimes you don't take the time to ask your other children, how do you actually feel about adoption? And what were you afraid of before she came versus what you're afraid of now? So I have my two daughters, Ava and Kaylee, who are here. So Ava, come on in. And maybe you could tell us what were some of your fears when we first brought Maya home?
One of my fears was Maya was speaking full sentences in Mandarin and I was speaking English. And I couldn't understand her, so I didn't know if she was going to understand me.
Anything else that you were afraid of?
Maya, she started to cling on to Julie, and sometimes I felt left out.
Okay, so Ava's 8, and now I'll have Kaylee come in. Kaylee's 9 years old, and it'll be interesting to hear what she has to say. Is there anything you didn't expect before Maya came into our family?
Well, I was nervous that a 2-year-old was coming into our house and I wouldn't love her the same. But after a long time, she started to adjust to us and I started to adjust to her. And now I love her so much and she's awesome.
So these are just some of the things that we didn't expect when we were adopting from China. It's not to discourage anyone. It was the most amazing journey and we'd love for you to follow our journey. Please comment below if you've been or you have adopted. We're interested to hear or curious to hear if you experienced the same things that we did. Or if you just have any questions, please comment below and we'll answer in our next video. Subscribe to our channel and we'll be back.